Hey guys, so today I'm at Weston Park Model Airshow here in the Midlands in the UK. I've actually been here for the last 2 days and yeah, it's been an amazing experience, and I just wanted to just sort of put together a little video to just kind of sort of talk about it and share some of the incredible footage that I've got. This airshow is an absolutely humongous event. There must be thousands and thousands of people here. And as I say, it's an air show, so like remote control aircraft, and we're talking big stuff, proper big scale RC jets, scale like, World War II bombers and things like that. Some very, very loud stuff, some very, very fast stuff, a lot of very, very impressive stuff. And I just want to show you some of the footage, because like some of the stuff I've recorded, it's really cool, and I want to be able to show you guys, some of the stuff that I've seen. And also talk a little bit about some of the sort of the people that I've met here as well. Now, the first thing I want to explain is that I was actually invited here by a guy called Risto. Now, Risto is one of the developers for EdgeTX, and EdgeTX, literally yesterday, they just celebrated their 5-year anniversary.
EdgeTX, happy 5th birthday! Oh.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but before EdgeTX we had OpenTX. Yeah, EdgeTX is now 5 years old, and yeah, they've got a little stand here, and they had a little celebration. They did a little raffle and a giveaway. They gave away like some Radio Master radios, and yeah, I got to meet the EdgeTX team, and they're really, really nice guys. I got to have a bit of cake and some prosecco with them, and yeah, good for them. Bear in mind that the guys at EdgeTX, they work for free. They are volunteers. And yet their code is on the radios that pretty much all of us use. So it's good to see them get a little bit of recognition for the work that they do. So yeah, it was him who sort of invited me to this event, and how come I ended up being here, because weirdly I've never heard of this event. Even though it was an absolutely massive event all to do with RC aircraft, somehow I'd never heard of it. And it was a hell of a journey for me to get here, but I'm glad I did, because it's an amazing place. Now I just want to mention, yes, I did meet a famous face. I'll put a little bit of footage on screen for you now.
People know.
Who's this guy? Never met him. Who are you?
I don't know.
Oh wait, aren't you Penny 360? Yeah, Penny 360. There you go. And obviously, yes, I am joking. I'm well aware that is Ian from Mads Tech. But yeah, I met up with Ian for a bit, and I had like a good long chat with him. He's a really, really sound guy. It's actually really nice to sort of meet him and talk about drones, RC aircraft, YouTube stuff, and well, we've swapped contact details and sort of said we may at some point in the future work on a project together or something. So it's good to make new contacts, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, the main thing I just want to show you some footage from sort of some of the aircraft that we had here, like really big stuff, incredibly fast stuff. These things, they go down the runway and they shoot up into the air. They must go up like 2,000 feet within like sort of 5-10 seconds. Incredible stuff. And I also got to see there's 2 airfields here. There's a main one for the scale aircraft, and then there's another one for the 3D RC helis. So I did go over and have a look at them. They're insane. It blows my mind, just one, how anybody can control an RC helicopter like that, and 2, how they manage to stay in the air. They seem to just absolutely defy the rules of physics and the rules of aerodynamics. How those things stay in the air, I don't know. But it's incredibly cool to see, these 3D RC helis just absolutely zipping around and doing these absolutely crazy maneuvers. And it was also cool as well. I mean, there's lots of stalls, like tents here from vendors and stuff, and it's cool to to see those RC helis up close. And also, I've walked around all of the other stalls here as well, and there's stalls like various different vendors here. Some I've heard of, some I haven't. But it's cool to kind of go in, sort of see some of the aircraft parts. Like one of them was sort of selling scale jet engines, which are really expensive. I think it's like £2,500 for one of these jet engines, and I don't even think that was a particularly big one. So it's cool to see that, and just seeing other stuff like a whole range of different motors. I saw some like piston engines, like some radial engines as well, which looked absolutely incredible. So yeah, it was cool just like popping in around some of the stands here, and also just getting to see some of the scale aircraft up close. God, there's a really, really nice like metallic Spitfire looking aircraft. That looks so cool. So yeah, it was really cool seeing all that up close. And then the absolute best bit of this whole event was last night. They did a night display. So as it's starting to get dark there, they continue flying the planes, but then they start kitting them out with LEDs and start doing like, these displays, with the planes showing in the dark. But then they started flying jets with like pyrotechnics on board. So, some that had like fireworks on, or sparklers, or Roman candles. Absolutely awesome to see these planes zipping around in the dark, leaving these big trails behind and shooting off fireworks and stuff. That was absolutely amazing. And also we got to see another RC like 3D heli, but this had LED rotor blades on it. I don't think the footage came out sort of particularly good, but the rotor blades, as they were spinning, it was actually like projecting images on the rotor blades, like you see Mario and different patterns and text and stuff. That was also very, very cool. And then the absolute grand finale at the end of the night was just this absolutely insane fireworks display. I have never seen a fireworks display like it. It was so big, so loud, and there are these big like diesel bomb things going off as well, which like when they explode, you really feel it in your chest. Yeah, it was just the most phenomenal fireworks display. Easily the best fireworks display I've ever been to in my life. So yeah, I just wanted to just kind of tell you a little bit about it, to be honest. It was such an absolutely awesome sort of weekend here at Weston Park. I'm absolutely going to come again next year, and actually maybe do the entire weekend. And I just wanted to just kind of share my experience of being here at this place, and also just give the guys at HTX a little bit of a shout out. I just want to say thanks to Risto for inviting me here and for getting me in for free. And also just let you guys know that it's their 5-year anniversary, and just give them a shout out for obviously for the hard work that they do in making the the firmware that goes on our radios. They absolutely deserve the recognition for that. So yeah, just a very short little video for you guys today. Like I said, I just wanted to share a little bit of footage with you. But I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you have, as always, please do give the video a like. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Today.
Oh, check it out. It's Joshua Barbwell.
Hello. You're going to learn something.